Have you ever felt uncomfortably full after a meal, like your belly has turned into a balloon? You're not alone. Bloating and gas are common issues millions face daily, and surprisingly, many of us don't realize it's tied directly to what we eat. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 foods that are notorious for causing bloating and gas, and what you can do about it. As a physician focused on nutrition and metabolism, I'm here not just to tell you what's bad, but to empower you with healthier options that protect your gut and improve your overall health. Bloating isn't just uncomfortable, it can be a sign that your digestive system is struggling to keep up with what you're feeding it. Gas buildup, abdominal pressure, and irregular digestion all point to one root cause: the food we consume. Certain foods trigger fermentation in the gut, leading to excess gas and bloating. And while occasional bloating is normal, chronic bloating could be a sign of deeper gut issues, such as dysbiosis or food intolerance. Let's uncover the 5 biggest offenders that might be wreaking havoc on your gut. Food 1: Beans and lentils. Beans and lentils are powerhouses of nutrition, high in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, but they also contain something called oligosaccharides, complex sugars that the body struggles to break down. Instead, they pass into the colon where bacteria ferment them, producing gas as a byproduct. This is why many people experience gassiness or bloating after a hearty lentil soup or a bean salad. Cooking them properly, soaking them overnight, or switching to easier to digest options like mung beans can significantly reduce their gassy effects. Why beans cause bloating? Let's take a deeper dive. Oligosaccharides, particularly raffinose and stachyose, are not digested in the small intestine because our bodies lack the necessary enzyme, alpha galactosidase. So they pass undigested into the large intestine where your gut bacteria get to work. And when they feast, they release gas, mainly hydrogen, methane, and carbon dioxide. The result? Bloating, flatulence, and that uncomfortable abdominal pressure. It's not about avoiding beans altogether, but understanding the mechanism so you can take action. So, how do you enjoy beans without the bloat? Here's a practical strategy: soak beans overnight and then rinse them before cooking. This reduces the amount of oligosaccharides present. Pressure cooking also breaks down some of these fermentable sugars. Additionally, introducing beans gradually into your diet gives your gut microbiome time to adapt. Probiotic rich foods like yogurt, kefir, and fermented vegetables can also support better digestion and reduce the bloating impact of legumes. Food 2: Cruciferous vegetables. Now let's talk about cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables are incredibly rich in vitamins, fiber, and anti-cancer compounds like sulforaphane, but they're also rich in raffinose, the same oligosaccharide found in beans. When these vegetables reach your colon undigested, they undergo fermentation, creating gas. For some people, just a few florets of broccoli can lead to hours of gassy discomfort. So, should you avoid them completely? Not at all. Raffinose isn't the only culprit. Cruciferous vegetables are also high in sulfur-containing compounds like glucosinolates. When broken down in the gut, these compounds release hydrogen sulfide, a gas known for its unpleasant odor. The combination of raffinose and sulfur compounds makes these veggies doubly potent when it comes to causing bloating and flatulence. However, cooking them thoroughly can make a big difference in digestibility. If you love broccoli but hate the bloat, try steaming it instead of eating it raw. Cooking reduces the fiber density and starts breaking down some of the complex carbohydrates. Start with small portions and observe how your body reacts. You can also add carminative herbs like ginger, cumin, and fennel to your dishes. These help reduce gas production in the gut. Fermented cruciferous vegetables like kimchi or sauerkraut can also be better tolerated thanks to their probiotic content. Food number 3: Dairy products. Dairy is another major culprit, especially for those who are lactose intolerant. Lactose is a sugar found in milk and dairy products. If your body doesn't produce enough lactase, the enzyme needed to break down lactose, it passes undigested into your colon. There, bacteria ferment the lactose, creating gas and bloating. Symptoms can appear within 30 minutes to 2 hours of consuming dairy and can include bloating, cramps, diarrhea, and gas. Globally, it's estimated that about 65% of people have some degree of lactose intolerance. It's more common among people of Asian, African, and South American descent. Even if you've consumed dairy your whole life, your lactase levels can decrease as you age. If you're constantly experiencing digestive discomfort after consuming milk, cheese, or ice cream, it might be time to reconsider how much dairy you're including in your diet or switch to lactose free alternatives. Thankfully, there are plenty of dairy alternatives today that are gut friendly. Almond milk, oat milk, and coconut milk are all popular choices. Look for calcium fortified versions to support bone health. For yogurt and cheese lovers, choose lactose free or plant based options with added probiotics. Greek yogurt, especially, can be easier to digest due to its lower lactose content and high protein profile. It's about finding what works for your body and optimizing your gut health in the process. Food 4: artificial sweeteners. Let's move to something that might surprise you: artificial sweeteners. Sugar alcohols like sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol are often found in sugar free gum, candies, and low carb or diabetic friendly snacks. While they don't spike blood sugar, they can be a nightmare for your gut. These compounds are poorly absorbed in the small intestine. As a result, they travel to the large intestine where bacteria ferment them, causing gas, bloating, and even diarrhea in sensitive individuals. Unlike glucose or sucrose, sugar alcohols have a unique chemical structure that makes them harder to digest. Sorbitol, for instance, has been used in clinical settings to induce bowel movements because of its laxative effects. When too much accumulates in the colon, it draws in water and becomes a feast for gut bacteria, leading to excessive fermentation. The result? Not just gas, but loose stools and unpredictable digestion. One of the easiest ways to reduce bloating from sweeteners is to read food labels. Look out for ingredients ending in "sol," like erythritol, xylitol, and maltitol. Try switching to natural low-calorie sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit, which are less likely to ferment in the gut. Also, consider reducing your overall intake of sugar-free processed foods. Eating whole, unprocessed snacks like fruit or dark chocolate can help satisfy your sweet tooth without the digestive side effects. Food 5: carbonated beverages. Last but not least, let's talk about something millions consume every day: carbonated beverages. From sparkling water to soda to fizzy energy drinks, carbonation introduces carbon dioxide gas directly into your digestive tract. This gas can get trapped, leading to uncomfortable bloating, belching, and a distended abdomen. If you're already prone to digestive discomfort, these drinks can compound the problem significantly. Carbon dioxide in fizzy drinks forms bubbles that expand in your stomach. While some of this gas is released through burping, a significant amount can move into your intestines, leading to bloating and cramping. The effect is even worse if you're consuming these drinks with meals, especially if the meal is rich in carbs or fiber, both of which ferment and produce gas naturally. Combining fermentation and carbonation is like adding fuel to a fire. To reduce bloating from drinks, aim to replace carbonated beverages with flat water, herbal teas like peppermint or ginger, or infused water with cucumber and lemon. These options not only support digestion, but can actively reduce bloating. If you enjoy sparkling water, try limiting it to between meals and sipping slowly to reduce air swallowing. And of course, avoid sugary sodas, not just for your gut, but for your overall metabolic health. So, to recap, the 5 foods most commonly responsible for bloating and gas are beans and lentils, cruciferous vegetables, dairy products, artificial sweeteners, and carbonated beverages. Each one has unique reasons for disrupting digestion, but with the right strategies, you can still enjoy many of them without discomfort. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your gut. By identifying your personal triggers and making smart swaps, you can reclaim digestive comfort and overall vitality. If bloating is something you deal with often, start keeping a food diary to identify patterns. Introduce changes slowly, and don't be afraid to try probiotic rich or anti inflammatory foods like ginger, turmeric, and fermented vegetables. Your gut is central to your immune system, your mood, and even your metabolic health, so treat it kindly. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend who might be dealing with digestive issues, and don't forget to subscribe for more science backed health insights. Stay healthy and stay curious.